questions.
Everybody, it's me. Oh, wait until somebody gets on here. I don't know if anybody's on here yet. I think I'll just start. Hi, I'm Tabitha Yount. I'm the owner of Elegant Homes and Interiors. And hello, everybody. I'm glad you're here. Oh, I see somebody's on there. I don't know who it is, but hello. I'm here to talk about basically keeping everything organized. We've talked about purging everything for the last couple of days, and tons of people have asked me about this. It seems like this is like the thing to be talking about. And I've had tons of people ask me, they're like, how do you keep it going? How do you do this? What do you do in your kitchen? I don't know why, but it's in my kitchen. I'm like, oh, okay, let's start there. Let's start in the kitchen. So if you hop on here, say hello, share, like, all those kind of things, please. Tell me hello so I can know who's here with me. I can see there's 5 people watching already. So anyhow, so hopefully I can kind of go through this and kind of tell you what I do in my own kitchen to kind of keep it tidy. However, please do not judge me at this point. It is after the holidays, and I have had lots and lots of parties here, had lots of holiday kids here. You know, the kids are not back in school yet. So I'm trying to keep this kind of organized in my own way. I do have a system. Hi, Teresa. Hello. Hi, Carol. I'm trying to keep this kind of organized and different things, just because it makes it much easier for me every single day when I go grocery shopping, when I try to get the girls up and around. Every day I have a system to keep my house organized and just kind of tidy. I mean, I guess that's just kind of the way people all the time when we go in to decorate their homes, they're like, what do you do to keep it good? How do you try to keep that organized? I don't think it just starts with one day. I think it starts with constant keeping up with it. So if that helps, this might help you a little bit. I'll tell you what I kind of do every single day. Every morning I get up and I do the same routine over and over and over, and before I go to bed. So if this helps you, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know. But otherwise, the same things that I will tell everybody every single day. It is kind of a hard thing to tell people when we go in to decorate their house. Today because we're still home. Oh, that's better. It's much better. So you might stay off of it for a second. Sorry everybody. I hope you're still here with me. One of the biggest things with decorating people's houses is they don't understand. Hi, Anita. They don't understand that when we go into actually decorating them, for me to be actually creative, sometimes I have to have the space around me to be clean and ready and prepared. And I know that sounds really bad and people don't like to hear that, but the first thing that I do is if the room is not tidy, is I do that. I start cleaning up and I start making sure that everything feels clean and tidy so I can actually get creative and kind of look at the space as a whole, especially with everything out of it. So my first thing this year that I wanted to teach everybody or kind of go through or just talk about is purging your house, which is a big thing because nobody likes to talk about that, including myself. I live with 4 other people in my house, and including my husband, Jason. Love him dearly, but he likes to keep everything. And I, on the other hand, as soon as I see it, I don't use it, I want to get rid of it. And so that's kind of how we work. So one thing that I do in my kitchen every week is I clean out my refrigerator. Absolutely. Every week, no matter what, I clean out the refrigerator. Sometimes twice a week, just depending on how much we cook at home and how much, whatever we're doing, I have to keep the refrigerator clean. So that's just something that I recommend you doing. If it's Saturday afternoon, a Sunday afternoon, whenever you want to do it, if you want to keep it on a schedule, the best thing to do is to try to keep it on that schedule. I do it really, really fast. I go through, I throw away all the old food. Hi, Linda. I throw away all the food and I wipe it down with Clorox and just kind of wipe everything down and go to town there. And then the other thing is every once in a while I'll go through the expiration dates, and Lexi's really good about that. She'll go through there and say, Mom, this is old, we need to throw it out. And that really does help. But going to the basics of drawers, doors, countertops, and drawers. Actual 4 things that I wanted to talk to, the main things that I wanted to talk to you about today. Because those are actually the things that you actually need to purge at least every 6 months, every year. If you can do it every 6 months, awesome. If you can't, do it once a year. That's even better. That's perfect. But the doors and the drawers, which I'll kind of go through this in my kitchen. As you see, it's very bare. Sorry, I'll try to keep it as steady as I can. As you can see, I'm kind of getting ready for the holidays. They're over, not getting ready for the holidays. I'm cleaning up everything from the holidays. And when that's done, at the end of the holidays, I take everything down. I clean off everything. I clean all the cabinets off. I clean everything off so I have a fresh start and it looks all fresh and new to me, because I want to start everything new for the new year. And I know a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, that's a lot. And it is a lot. But for me, it just gives me a fresh start where I can actually clean and dust everything and make it look fresh. So I love that feeling. And I know people come in my house and they're like, okay, she's a decorator and she has nothing on her cabinets in her kitchen, which this is like a huge place that I actually decorate all the time. If you come in my house, this is always very pretty, but right now it's not, just because it's just right after Christmas and everything's put up. But this also has storage in it. This is actually where my pantries are on each side of this. And I have to make sure that it's cleaned out, so when I go grocery shopping, it's basically perfect. But those are behind doors and drawers. But I do want to show you, which I can't believe I'm doing this. I want to show you that these 2 drawers are my junk drawers. And this, I'll show you kind of what I do here. I keep this very tidy. I like to basically just have very minimal things in here, just so when you go in here to grab it, you have your batteries, just a few things that you have in there, even though there's a lot of things in here. But try to not overclutter it. If it doesn't open up, you've probably overcluttered it, which happens a lot to me. I have 2 of them because they're small. But typically I only tell my customers, if I'm actually telling them about storage and different things like that, I tell them 1 junk drawer in your kitchen. Because I notice more and more people that I'll go into people's houses and they'll have like 10. And it's like, I don't think you need 10 junk drawers in your kitchen. If you got 10, you need to start throwing things away, because more than likely you don't know what's down in there. And you're not going to use the things that are in there. So just get in there, throw it away. You're not going to use it. You're not going to see it, and you're not going to miss it, I promise. So keep it to a minimum of 1. If you have a small one, go to 2, like I did here. It's just 2 little drawers. I hope you guys can see this. It's 2 little drawers that I keep here. This one's more for papers, just like Addie's Girl Scout papers and things like that, and some clippies and stuff. But if it gets overpowered, I just start cleaning it out, and then we restart again, which I need to start, like you guys, I need to start cleaning out my drawers before they get back to school. So, but like I said, usually this is what it looks like when you open it up. You can see it's just batteries, that kind of stuff. So it keeps it pretty minimal, if that helps you there. So the junk drawers, I think we kind of went over that. And then when you go through my kitchen, on this side of it, you'll see this side of my kitchen. And this is pretty much the workspace. We have the island in the middle. And I always want to tell people when they're actually trying to minimize, because a lot of people don't have very big kitchens. They have tiny kitchens, and they're like, how do I make this kitchen work? Well, what do you really use in your kitchen? You gotta look at it and think, okay, do I really use this? Do I use this? Do I not? If you don't use it, then don't store it in your kitchen. Store it somewhere else in the house. There's probably a pantry or somewhere that you can actually store big appliances, and I recommend getting them out of there. Just take them out of the kitchen and store them somewhere else. If you do use them, like your pots and pans, I say just use the pots and pans that you use, put them to the front. The ones that you don't want to get rid of, put them to the back and stack them up. But keep it very simple and keep it minimal. Don't go over and use all these and think, I'm going to use them because I paid for them. That's kind of a thought that's why we keep, putting everything in front, and then we just don't have storage for it. Because even myself, it seems like I have a big kitchen, but I really don't. So I have to come down here and I'll show you what I do with my pots pans, even though I can't believe I do this. This is pretty much what I use. I hope you guys can see. I hope you can see it. This is where I use them. I mean, we out every night. Jason likes to cook. Him and Lexi both, and I do too. And I just stack the ones that we use in the front, the lids in the back, and then, you know, anything else, I keep it very tidy. I try to always keep them stacked, so when we actually take them out of the dishwasher, make sure you stack them back up, and nothing else goes in this. And you know what? It makes it so much easier when you're actually unloading the dishwasher at night, and in the morning, it's really easy because I know, drawer, this is the doors, this is the place that those go. I hope this is all helping you. As far as your drawers, let's do that. A lot of people ask me, do you like to decorate on with like utensils, like your pots and pans and your things like this, like your spoons? Jason and I have been married now 23 years, and I can tell you that it has sit right here by my stove. I have a little thing right here. I hope you guys can see that. And I have left that by my stove for 23 years now. And I kind of change out. I get a little pots, different decorative things, and I put that in there. It's just easy for us. I don't have to go through a drawer to actually go through and see what I really want that night. It's just right there. And the dishwasher's over here, so it just goes up there. I'm not saying that I wouldn't put them in a drawer, but I like everything kind of organized, so when I'm cooking at night or things like that, or picking up, I just like to just shove it there. So that just works for me. But drawers, I have noticed for people is really hard. People just shove things in there because it's just like you open it up, shove it in there, and forget about it. So I try to keep minimally things in there, especially like forks, spoons, things like that. And I'll show you what I do there too. So I don't know what it looks like. Like I said, please don't judge me on this because this is right after Christmas. Here's how my spoons and forks are. I have two little things that come out, and I do every once in a while. I'll take them out and I clean them and get them organized. And this looks kind of a little rougher than what it normally does. I'm really not even sure why we have these spoons in here. It's probably something from Christmas that we've had a couple of parties here, and somebody just seen that we had spoons and they just stuck them in my drawer. As you all know, I live here too. So that, I mean, you know, no matter what our houses are, we just stick things in there. So those actually could probably be thrown away. So those are the kind of things that I actually do every single day, is just to try to keep things very tidy. I hope if anybody has any questions, please just ask me and I'll try to answer them the best I can. But yeah, that's what we do every single day. I try to keep everything organized. If more stuff gets in the drawers, I have to be completely honest, I throw it out. I go through there like once a week, once every few days, and I'm like, yep, that's not supposed to be in there, and do I really need this, and where's it supposed to go? If it's not in the right place, then I put it in its place, and then if not, then I throw it away. And that kind of drives Jason crazy, I have to admit, but it works for me. It's a system that works for me. And, you know, it keeps everything moving, you know, well. Now, for the people that are actually just starting out, it will take you a little longer to get organized, I know, but it's so worth it when you actually do it, because it's just easy. When you go get groceries, you go in there, you put all the stuff up, and it's just done. It's just done. So I don't know. I hope these little tips help you. I love all the different things that you can actually get, like at Walmart or Home Depot. They have some awesome things now that you can actually organize people's kitchens. I go in there and help people do that. You can go in there and what was the newest thing I seen? It was a rack for canned goods, and it's like all your canned goods can go on this little thing, and it's like kind of like a pop rack, and it'll just go right through, and you can use it all on your canned goods. And I mean, there's just all kinds of cool things that you can buy to organize yourself. So go check those out. Like all your cutlery and all things like that. There's all kinds of cool things that you can do to keep yourself organized. Look into that. That's amazing things to invest in. And I mean, once you invest in it once, it's there and you have it, and it keeps you organized. So let me see here in my notes. I've got all kinds of different notes here. Oh, your countertops. Let's talk about countertops. You know, now this is on the decorating side of myself. On my countertops, I don't know if I can turn this around. I don't know. Let me see if this shuts everybody off. I'm sorry. I'll get back on here, but let me see if I can turn this around. Oh, I did it. Yay! I did it. Okay. Okay, this is my countertops. So usually right here, I have two statues that are usually here. And yes, TJ Maxx. Yes, thank you, Teresa. Yes, TJ Maxx has lots of organizational tools and things like that for very cheap. And I love TJ Maxx. I'm a TJ Maxx fan for sure. Go in there, you can go through their little aisles and see all the different things that you can buy there. They're awesome. So usually right here, I'm going to be honest, I have tons of stuff on my, usually decorative stuff on my countertops. But right now, I'm at the point where I want to redo my house. And so this is my way of actually, after the holidays, I kind of clean everything up and kind of go through it and get rid of things that I don't want. Especially this year, I've noticed since I'm wanting to redo everything, get new colors everywhere, paint, and do different countertops and things like that. So what I want to do is not put everything back out, because as soon as I'm ready to do that, then I'd have to box it back up. So, but usually on my countertops, I notice that I like it to be clean. So then in the evenings when I'm wanting to cook supper and things like that, I can have lots of space to do that. I noticed that seems to be a really big problem for a lot of people, that they use their countertops, even if they have large kitchens and stuff, they don't keep everything tidy. So make sure that, you know, try to work on that better, just to be able to use those countertops and keep them clean and fresh. And that's so nice when you walk into a kitchen. Nothing makes anybody happier at the end of the day and they have a clean kitchen and they walk in their house and it's all fresh and everything's put up. That makes me so happy. I don't know about you, but it makes me thrilled to come into my house and everything's put up and it's clean. So that's kind of one of the things that I tell the girls, please pick up the kitchen, make sure the kitchen's picked up, make sure everything's done and tidy, and I'm thrilled. I'm happy. And I like my beds made, but you know, I can't ask for everything. I like my beds made every day. Okay, I'll admit, I'm one of those people. I make my bed every single day. You do too. Okay, good. I'm so glad somebody else does too. Let me see. Organization, why it's important. I think the number one reason why it's so important is I think we're tired at the end of the day, and I don't know about you, but I just like to come home to it. Hi Amy. I just like to come home to it being clean and organized, and it just makes me feel like, okay, I can actually go in there, have a glass of wine or whatever I want to do in the evening and cook, and I don't feel like I'm overwhelmed with having to clean the house too. And that just makes me feel happy. So I don't know, I just really like organization, and not that it stays this way all the time, but I try the time this way. And I would love to help you do that same thing too. So is minimal things in your house, and everything has its space. Everything has its own place in its space. So that's my thing. So I hope these things are helpful. If anybody has any questions, you can always just, you know, message me and we can talk about them then and things like that. I'll try to go through each one of these, each room, like your bedroom, your living room, different things like that for different storages, different types of things that you can do, just helpful hints that you can do each day to keep you organized. But I'm telling you, purging is the number one thing to do, and especially at the new year. So if you can go in there and start purging all the things that you don't need, you'll feel so much better. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for everybody hopping on here, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Thanks.